Security guards and security personnel can play an important supporting role in workplace investigations, especially when there are concerns about safety, access control, or protecting evidence. While they're not usually the ones conducting interviews or making findings, they often act as neutral, on-the-ground witnesses and help keep the environment stable so the investigation can proceed properly. Because security staff are typically not involved in the employment dispute itself, they're often seen as more independent observers. In many cases, this gives their accounts or incident reports added credibility, especially when they document events in real time or observe interactions without a direct stake in the outcome. One of the most important roles security personnel play is helping preserve evidence so it isn't lost, altered, or contaminated. They may be responsible for securing the scene after an incident, such as workplace violence, theft, or a serious safety breach. This helps ensure that physical spaces remain unchanged until investigators can review them properly. They also often help protect and manage physical and digital records, such as surveillance footage, access card logs, entry records, or incident reports. In many cases, they are the first to identify, secure, or preserve this type of information. Another key responsibility is supporting the chain of custody. This means tracking who accessed evidence, when it was accessed, and how it was handled. Maintaining this chain is important because if evidence is later challenged in court or arbitration, its reliability depends heavily on proper handling from the start. During an investigation, controlling access to certain areas becomes very important. Security personnel may be tasked with restricting entry to specific offices, storage areas, or workspaces so that only authorized individuals, such as investigators or HR representatives, can access sensitive materials or locations. They also maintain visitor logs and access records, which can become critical when reconstructing timelines. For example, knowing who entered a building, room, or restricted area at a specific time can help confirm or rule out key details in an investigation. Workplace investigations can be stressful, and sometimes tensions run high. Security staff help manage those risks. In some cases, they may be stationed near interview rooms or sensitive areas to ensure order and safety, especially when there is a concern about aggressive behavior or confrontation. They may also provide escort services for employees, particularly for individuals who feel unsafe or uncomfortable during the process. This can include walking witnesses to and from interviews or ensuring they are not approached by others involved in the investigation. In more serious situations, such as when an employee is placed on administrative leave or terminated, security may escort the individual out of the workplace in a controlled and respectful way. This helps prevent potential conflict and also protects physical and digital assets from being accessed or tampered with after employment ends. Security teams are also responsible for responding to known threats or legal restrictions, such as restraining orders or flagged individuals, ensuring that people who are not allowed on site are properly identified and prevented from entering. In short, security personnel are not just guards at the door. In workplace investigations, they help preserve evidence, control access, and maintain a safe and stable environment. Their presence helps ensure the investigation can proceed without disruption, while also protecting both people and information throughout the process.